Naval Base.
Take the
That's
next right
Naval
onto
Base.
Avenida Oregon.
You think we can, or you think
I don't think we can. Is there another way? I mean, you want to pull right here and ask him?
I'm gonna ask you.
You want to pull over there and ask him? I mean, we're trying to get to what Tomb is. You got the map?
In a quarter
Es
mile, turn left on
visitar
Alvarado Cubelos.
acá posible o no? Es prohibido.
No, es prohibido.
Not only is time winding down here in Chile, time to move on to another country, but this is likely the last time. This is our farewell to the Pacific Ocean. And we're down here as far out as we can get. And the military base, the naval base is right there to the coast side of us. And there's this beautiful bay in here with all these shrimp trawlers. And we're able to park with a nice bay view. So we have that going on. It's also an active kind of shipyard, not just for fishing, but also for commerce as well. So there's some bigger boats for that. It looks like down here at the end, those are shrimp trawls, so that's likely a big shrimp processing facility right there. They also have a big boat loading, barge loading, what have you, crane there. That's probably for picking containers and other big stuff off of the boats. So maybe you can see the hills, the houses going up the hills there, the van down at the bottom just behind the sailboats. And then there is this nice little walkway out here, this pier if you will, and it kind of goes out here so we can all take a closer look. And out there on this giant buoy we have some sea lions, so that's pretty awesome. I see a couple other ones bouncing around fishing in the bay. But bittersweet moment if you will, saying goodbye to the Pacific Ocean till we meet in Asia. Inca terns. I just see Inca terns here, guys. We have not seen those since Peru. They are the gray birds. They have like an orange eyeliner, and one just dove down there and hit the bottom, so you can see the darker colored birds. The white ones are seagulls, but those are Inca terns. The only time we've ever seen those is in Peru, but I'm sure they follow this Humboldt current, just like, oh, he just picked up something right there. He's got something. The seagull's trying to chase it down. But yeah, they follow the Humboldt current like a lot of the sea life does here. Those are cool. So this is really cool. So I've been talking about these boats with the long hoses and the divers that go down and get mostly clams and mussels. There's a boat out there. You can see the yellow hose. The bubbles are here, are just off the marina. So essentially, they are right down there, probably in about 20 or 30 foot of water down there working, picking up something off the sea bottom. The boat captain is pulling him back right now. You can see him towing on the yellow line right there, the airline. He's been calling for him, but obviously he's under the water, so you can't hear him, but he's pulling and pulling and pulling. See what he has here. Oh, the boat's gonna turn on us. All right, this bag he pulls over the side is gonna be the catch right here. And it looks like he's got some seaweed on it. All right, let's see what he's gonna bring up here. A lot of kelp. He may have been kelping. Oh, there's the prize right there. So his line was wrapped all up in the kelp, so they've got to get that off. And in this bag, let's see, it is crabs, I believe. I believe that is a giant bag of crabs. Wow. And he's got a couple buckets full over there. Let's see if we can see. Crazy. ¿Qué es? ¿Qué? Choro sabato. This is actually a bit behind a fenced-in area here at this little port. But the sea lions, they found refuge up on the floating docks. 3 of them up there, just, oh, 4 of them. I think they have sleep apnea. They're all sleeping, all of a sudden they just start waking up, snorting.
Aww. Oh, they're back.
Oh, they have a nice little workout center here. Maybe I'll get me some push-ups in, some bench presses, some squats. I need to do some squats. I don't know what these little contraptions are here. Maybe you guys do. I don't know. They have axles. I don't know if that's probably just to bring the display here, maybe, I'm guessing. Not actually sure. This one's even got a couple trampolines on it. Oh, these are things you ride on to look. They'll strap you on there and spin you around, upside down and all around. They're little adventure rides. So here you got a trampoline. And these are probably the safety ropes, so when you bounce on the trampoline, there you go, problem solved. Above me is another sort of pier, a high-level pier. Maybe you can see it up there. So you can walk out on that. But right under here, there's a little concrete slab. Another sea lion's just laying up there in the waves. And last but not least, down here on this end is the little commercial fisherman's market. And again, they have more boats here with all the yellow lines that go down about 100 feet. They have compressors on them and they pull these clams. And so if you can see up here, they're gathering them up and sorting through them, and then they bag them up and carry them up here to the market to be sold. Look at that. All right, couple things we got here. We got some fish here. These look like to be, I think maybe a king mackerel right here. And a couple of them still have the bait left in their mouths. And up over here is the market. And it looks like they have different stalls. But here's the crabs. The snow had some of those pinchers, if you can remember. Actually, I did too. And so it looks like we got some sort of barnacles or conchs down here. Urchins, mussels, clams. Galupo? I don't really recognize them. Hola. Pescado, that looks like snook there, guys. Or a trout, can't really tell. And there's some kind of redfish up there. ¿Qué es?
Congrio. Congrio.
Congrio? And that looks like some kind of grouper. They've got a couple different kinds of fish, but a lot of clams and oysters and mussels and other things from the sea bottom. Snow would not like this place. It definitely smells of the sea. Ooh, freshly steamed. Just fresh, caught and cooked. See that, guys? That is right out of the steamer right there. And ¿qué es? Marlusa. That's marlusa. Wow. All right, I believe Snow got these guys, these military guys.
Oh, it's Armada, so it's their
Armada. So they're Navy. She thinks they were in some kind of SEAL training. She videoed it. I did not see it. But in any event, they're carrying their raft back to their barracks or back to wherever it goes on their shoulder.
I think they got a ways to go, too.
They're marching. Last night at about 11:30 or 12 o'clock, we woke up to somebody knocking at our window. Now, if you missed the last episode, we woke up the night before last to somebody trying to smash in our front window to break into the van. And so last night made two nights in a row. We were woke up from a dead sleep. We were exhausted from the day before. It was a homeless drunk person who gave him some money for him to go away. 20 minutes later, he was tapping on our window. We went 10 minutes down the road to the gas station, and lo and behold, he showed up there as well. And so we just drove around until we found another safe truck stop to stay the night. But in order for us to leave this town, we need to get the cat paperwork to cross the border.
So today was the day we planned on doing some editing, getting some work done, and just relaxing a little bit. So this morning we decided we needed to drive out where we could get a good look at the Pacific Ocean. I know Curt's probably talked to you about this a lot already, but the Pacific Ocean has been pretty important to our journey in a van. We started up in on the Northwest Pacific, up in Washington, went out to the San Juan Islands, came down through Oregon and California, crossed into Mexico, kept coming down the coast through Central America. We've seen the Pacific Ocean on the west coast of the Americas from almost every country. And as we leave this area today, in about 10 minutes actually, it'll be a long, long time before we see this beautiful Pacific Ocean again. Years. Probably whenever we do get the van to Japan, which is not our next destination. That's not a spoiler alert. That's down the road a ways. But the cool air that comes off the Pacific, the sound of the ocean, the sound of the waves, the seagulls, all the seabirds, all the different fishing cultures, the haystacks, the cliffs, the desert from Peru. We'll see other oceans and seas and all that stuff. But this one's special. And it's a little bit sentimental saying goodbye to it. But we can't stay here forever. So there it is. One last look, guys. It's time to get in the van, head to a campsite for the night. While we're in this Concepcion area, we're staying in 24-hour truck stop areas because of what happened in the last video. Getting our window smashed while we're in the van, the break-in attempt. It's just too much. So until we get away from the city area, we will be looking for 24-hour truck stops. So that's where it's time to go. A big contrast from this beautiful spot behind us. Good morning. We're still in Concepcion. Our gas station truck stop campsite last night did the trick. Nobody banging on any windows, nobody bothering us. We got a good early start this morning. It is gloomy and rainy and windy. It's like 25-mile-an-hour winds. But we are headed to the SAG office, SAG, which is the Agriculture Minister office here in Chile, to pick up our pet papers, which means, what's that mean, Curt?
That means we're going to another country.
Yes, it does. So cross your fingers, the papers are ready. We're gonna be there at 9 o'clock. That's when they said they'd be ready. Let's go.
Great day. Snow's working your magic inside the SAG office right now. We got a late night text message saying that they needed an address in Argentina, which Snow kind of went back and forth with the vet, and she thought we needed a address from Chile. So anyway, all that happened after hours last night, so we're a little nervous that we're gonna get the paperwork today. Today is a Friday. Based on what happened here in Concepcion, the 2 nights in a row, the attempted break-in, as well as the homeless person tapping 2 nights, up and about at midnight, driving around looking for a parking spot. We are done with Concepcion and ready to get out of here and move on to the next spot. Time winding down here in Chile.
Bad news, guys. The papers are not ready. It's raining and gross outside. I'll tell you more when we get into the van.
All right, here she comes. She does not look happy. She does not have the folder for paperwork. What is it?
They're not ready. The guy that was working on them last night that messaged me is not here. She tried to call him. He did not answer. She will update us when she knows something.
She'll WhatsApp us?
She'll WhatsApp us, and she feels like we'll get them today, but it'll be later. And when I said, do you feel pretty good that it'll be today? She's like, yeah.
But she said that yesterday. So we don't know, guys.
Yeah.
So anyway, we gotta go find a place to park. We're double parked.
We have found a place to park here in the city. We're back at the mall parking lot, which in our last video, when someone tried to smash our window, this is where we were. But this time we're parked inside the secure area, right underneath the security guard. So we feel pretty safe where we're parked. And the good news is we just heard from the lady at the agriculture office. They will be able to get our papers done today, which I am so happy about because it's Friday. And if they weren't going to be able to get them done today, we would have been in this city until Monday. Ugh. But she said at 4 o'clock, I can come pick them up. The office normally closes at 2, but she said ring the bell. She'll come down and let me in and get us our papers. So it's going to be an edit day. And it is windy and rainy outside, so it's probably a good day to do some editing. So I just messaged with the lady from the agriculture office, and she said everything should be good to go at 4 o'clock. So we packed up our computers and we are headed that way. Y'all cross your fingers because it's Friday at 4. If that thing doesn't come through, it'll be bad, but that is not going to happen because it's been a good day. What did we both get done today?
Well, we got a video added in.
Each, so 2 videos. Woohoo!
We'll see. That's what she said.
Anyway, we're gonna go pick up the papers, and then we're getting the heck out of this town and desperately looking for a place to take a shower. Hey Vanna, guess what? We got your papers. That means you get to go across the border.
Not your papers to eat, you little goat.
All right, they were ready, waiting on me. They stayed late. Normally they close at 2. They were incredibly kind and helpful. So thank you to those nice ladies. And now we are getting out of Concepcion. We got an hour and 40 minutes to where we think there is a place we can camp and take a shower. It is 4 o'clock. Whew, it's a good day. We told y'all this morning that it was a rainy day. Throughout the day while we were editing in the mall parking lot, winds got up to 30 miles an hour, sustained, not gusts. Trees bending over, hitting the ground, and the streets are flooded. But now, thankfully, it looks like the wind has died down a little bit and the rain has slowed down, which is good because it's time to drive.
So we're on the road, the autopista outside of Concepcion, and we started noticing more areas where there was forest fires. Now this is the second time passing through an area. Chile had some massive forest fires earlier this year, and as we're filming it, we just turned the dash cam on. We came through a jackknife pickup truck, but still this area appears to be pretty vast. And yeah, scorched earth.
Okay, verdict. Guys, we're desperately needing a shower, and this place is supposed to have one.
What do you think? Based on my posture, what do you think?
There's no showers.
There are showers.
Thank God.
We're gonna have to wear slippers just because people walk in and out. Their floors are wet and stuff, but they're nice. I know they get warm. I don't know how hot. And yeah, private shower. It's good.
How much?
Free. Good morning, everyone. This was our home last night, the Shell station.
With a McDonald's.
With a McDonald's, and they have a little water filling station, a dump station, a little Casa Rodente supply center, if you will. So this is where our home was last night. Our showers. They were good showers,
they were good
right?
Showers. Yeah, they were good showers.
The only problem with them, they were free showers. The only problem with them is like every minute you had to push the thing.
Push the button.
But they had really good pressure, and they were really
warm,
hot, and they were good. So, but we got to get some fuel, we got to get some water, and we got to get on the road. So really, it is a fairly short drive from the coast over to these Andes Mountains. We kind of been headed north and working our way slowly across the country. But as we get closer to the mountains, we definitely are seeing more fall colors. It's really beautiful, and it's been raining for a couple days, and so that always has an impact. It's cloudy and overcast today, and it's a bit cool. But we're kind of south of wine country. Can't decide whether we're gonna hit it or not, but this is a little indigenous community right here with a campground with warm pools. So that's where we're going right now. We'll see if it's open. Unfortunately, as we pulled into the place, the gate was closed, it was padlocked, and like a lot of stuff that we've been coming across down here in Chile this time of year, it's just closed. We don't know if maybe, well, we had a review there from last month, so we don't know, but anyway, it foiled our plans. The problem is there's not anything nearby. We need to pause and regroup, but we are getting increasingly closer to the border. And when stuff doesn't really kind of break our way at this time, when it's kind of time to transition from one country to another, a lot of times we make big decisions. So we're gonna go have some lunch and think on this, and we'll get back to you guys.
Getting water is not always easy or glamorous. It has been raining for like 4 days. Kurt's gonna be freezing when he gets back in the van. Here's the aftermath. This morning when we left the Shell station where we spent the night, the water actually wasn't working, so we thought we would just get water at the campsite, and then the campsite was closed and we were almost out of water. So desperate times call for desperate measures. We've got the heater cranking, we're getting him dry, we're getting him warm. Starting to feel more and more like Chile is telling us to go back to Argentina, isn't it, Kurt?
It's a rainy day, that's for sure.
Doesn't always go smooth out here on the road.
All right, guys, we're still trying to figure out what our next move is, and honestly, it's not easy with all this rain. The roads are literally being flooded as the day progresses on, and yeah, we're struggling a little bit.
This always happens when I'm driving. That is not a reflection on my driving. So it just keeps raining harder and harder. The roads are getting more and more flooded. Every campsite we pass is closed or just not even there anymore. We've got a wild camping spot 20 minutes up the road, according to Google. We don't know if we'll be able to get to it with how wet everything is. After that, there's only one more campsite before we get up into the mountains, which we can't do in this weather. So the weather is kind of messing things up, and it's a nasty day, and we've seen a lot of vehicles slid off the road. We're going really slow. But van life is not always easy. That is 100% true. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!